My name is Steve, and welcome to my shop. The video that you've just been looking at is squaring up some stock for a tool that I'm going to be making. My youngest son, after 20 years in the food service industry, has gotten tired of working for corporate, and he has taken a job as a bicycle mechanic. I used to build bicycles, and I had quite a collection of tools which I gave to him because I really didn't need them too much anymore. But the other day he sent a picture of a tool to me, and he says, "Do you have one of these?" And I said, "Not really." I said, "I have something similar, but I can build one for you." Well, be careful what you wish for. What that tool is a manual knurler. And it is sized to fit from 19 millimeter up to about 26 millimeter, although the range on the one that I'm going to be building is a little wider than that. And they use it for knurling the handlebars on bicycles to make them fit into the stem a little bit better. Not sure exactly why they need it, but he needs it, so I'm going to build it. I decided a long time ago to try and learn some CAD drawing, so I downloaded the Fusion 360, which was a total failure on my part, and so I deleted it out of the computer, and I just recently uploaded FreeCAD. I watched a half a dozen tutorials on it, and I thought I was all ready to start trying to do some modeling, and so I opened it up and went to start doing a sketch, and the screen that I had looked nothing like what was in the tutorials. So in the essence of time, I decided to do what I usually do when I'm starting to make a tool, and that is to design it as I go along. So join me as I build this manual knurling tool for my son. I'm using 6061 T651 aluminum, which is basically pre-stressed alloy. It actually can be heat treated, although I won't be doing that. But it's a very stable product and extremely strong and nice to machine. As I said, I'm kind of designing this thing as I go along, and as a result of it, I've got a few punch marks in the wrong place, so I'll probably end up, before I finish this, do a kind of a surface cut on this material just to get rid of any of the marks that are left, but we'll see what happens. So at this point, I'm going to put my squared up material back in the mill, and I'm going to drill these two corner. This is an inside. It's going to look like a C-clamp. And this inside corner, I want a radius. These are 1/4 inch radius or a 1/2 inch hole. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is drill those 2 holes. So let's go to the mill. I've got my spotting drill set up. While that's still in there, I'm going to go down to the next hole, which is nominally it was supposed to be 2 inches, but in my layout I goofed a little bit, and it's actually 1.950, which is fine. That'll work. Just set it up on my DRO. There we go. This is supposed to be a 1/2 inch hole. I'm using a 31/64 drill so that I can actually get a better finish on my with the mill when I machine out this section. Now, do you remember how I said I put some center punch marks in the wrong place? Well, I should have marked them, because I ended up drilling one of them and I had to start over again. Oh well. Well, I've got the spot drill in there. I'm going to be putting 2 knurling rollers in this end. And so I've marked the location of those holes. So as long as I got the spot drill in here, I'm going to go ahead and get them ready to drill them also. holes for the pivots on the knurling wheels supposed to be 1/4 inch, and when I ordered these it said they were 1/4 inch, and when I got them they turned out to be 0.260, and the 1/4 inch dowels that I have are way too sloppy. So I ended up ordering 2.260 gauge pins for the axles on these, and so now I have to drill these out to 260, which turns out the best that I can do. I'm going to start with a letter F drill, which is 257, see if that drill's a little oversized. If not, I'll go to the G, which is 261, and then I'll end up Loctiting the dowel pins in. I'm going to start out with a 1/4 inch drill. That's not going to go. Ooh, that's good. It's actually a little undersized, so that pin, it's stuck, will press in there. Perfect. Well, I will drive that out from the other side after I drill this other hole. Okay, take it out and I'll get my pin out. Okay, I got the holes all deburred. And now what I'm going to do is take it over to the band saw, and I'm going to cut the center section of the C out up to the radiuses. I'm not going to bore you with the band saw. I'll bring you back when we set this up to do the finish milling on the inside of the C. Because of my setup, it was very difficult to video this and get the camera in there. It was in the way, and I've got a guard here to keep the chips from flying all over the place. So this is just kind of my final cut around the inside of the C. take about another 5/1000 off and climb mill to get a little bit better finish. I'm pretty happy with that. While I've still got the 1/2-inch milling cutter in here, I'm going to cut a little bit of a recess between the two knurling wheels, and I'm just going to split that in half and do it by eye. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Got it. I put a 259 gauge pin through there so that my 260 didn't get stuck again, but that works perfect. That's going to wrap up this part of the build. I've got the pocket milled, and both of the knurling rollers fit in it. And the next video I will be cutting a key on this side and the jaw which will ride on the key. See you in the next video.